So at that point, you're going to, Navy Federal is going to lock, they're gonna lock this $2,000. Okay, so you can't get to it. They're gonna lock this, that money, okay? Once it's locked, that means you have a loan. What they do is then they take this $2,000 that they've locked up, and as a loan, they've put it into your checking. So immediately when you do the loan, this $2,000 that they are from the loan now goes into your flagship checking, and you no longer have 2,000 in that checking account. You have 4,000.
Why do they lock it again?
They lock it because it's a secured loan. Okay, so now what they're going to do is they're going to take that $2,000 and they're going to loan it to another bank or to another establishment to make money on that $2,000. Okay, so that $2,000 is going to be their actual cash. Their loan is going to go into your checking, so you're going to have $2,000, right? After you do that, 3 days later, you're going to pay off 90%
of the $2,000.
of this $2,000 loan. Okay.
Okay.
What that's going to do is they're going to unlock 90%. So once this happens, they unlock 90% of that money back to you. Okay?
So they're gonna give me 1,900.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're going to unlock it so that 1,900 or that money is going to still be in your savings. So they're only going to have $100 now, right? So you have $100. Whoops. 100, not 1,000. You're gonna have $100 that you owe, and your payments is now $1 per month. Okay? So you're gonna pay $1 a month for the remainder of your term, okay? So they're gonna report on your credit that you have an open loan, 90% paid off for $2,000, and you're paying monthly and in good standing. That's gonna report well on your credit report. Okay? What's that?
How long do I have to pay off?
Usually, if it's more than 1,000, they'll give you up to 3 years.
Just
So
for
you're,
$1 a month?
so your dollar is gonna pay 100 and because it's like maybe they're gonna charge you like 3% interest or something like that. I have to find out. I'm not 100% sure what the interest rate is, but they're gonna charge you interest on that. So the $100 will be paid off in like 120 months or 110 months or something like that. I mean, maybe 1 or 2.
What if I pay it off sooner?
You don't want to pay it off sooner. You want this to report on your credit as long as possible.
Okay.
Okay? So after you do that, after this process, after you do your 3rd day, your 3 days, pay it off 90%, you're then going to take another $2,000 and you're going to do it again. So basically you're going to have that $1,900, you're going to transfer $100 out of your checking into your savings, do another pledge loan for $2,000 and do the exact same thing, and the results are going to be the exact same, except this time you're going to have 2 loans with Navy Federal that you're paying monthly on. That's going to reflect well on your credit. You're also going to be developing a relationship with Navy Federal, and they're going to score you with their internal score. Okay.
And this other loan is coming out of the $4,000.
This other loan is coming out of the
$4,000.
$2,000 you have in your savings account. Because you're gonna pay off. You're gonna take that 1,900
Yeah.
out of your checking.
Uh-huh.
That they this 2,000 here that they locked up, and then they put $2,000 back into your checking.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 1,900 of it and pay that 90% off with. Okay.
Just
Listen, taking that 1,900 out of your checking to pay off that loan, and then they unlock 90%. So then they unlock. So now you have available 1,900.
great.
Okay, that is unlocked, and then you have $100
That I owe.
that is locked. Okay, so you have the $100, which is what you're paying here. This is locked. Okay, until it's paid off with your $1 a month payment. Okay, and then you do it again. So what you're going to do then is you're going to take out of this. This now goes down to
2,900.
no, it's going to be 2,100. So you're going to have 2,100, right? Because they give you 4, yeah. So you're going to take 1,900. So you're going to have 2,100, right? Now you're going to take that $100 and you're going to put it back with the 1,900 that you have here to make it 2,000. And then you're going to do it over again. So then you have $2,000 pledge loan. And then 3 days, you're going to pay it off 90%. And they're going to unlock 90% of the loan back to you. Okay, and now you have 2 loans reporting good credit. Okay, so now you have 2 loans reporting good credit on your credit report, which is building your credit up. Okay, now the more money that you put in here in this account, okay, which I would suggest you continue to make deposits into that account. Don't just keep that $2,000 in. As you get money, start making deposits into this account actively so that they see that you're using this account. Okay? Now, after you're done with that and you've paid back everything and you have $2,200 in the flagship checking.
Where did $2,200 come from?
That's what you didn't pay off. So you have $2,200 in your flagship checking. You're going to take $500 for a CD. CD stands for a certificate of deposit. What that's going to do is it's going to pay you interest of up to 10% over the course of time. So the longer that you keep this $500 in this CD, the more money you will make on this money, because they're going to pay interest. Do you remember what how I explained interest to you the other day? Interest is the money you're paying to borrow money. So say that the bank loans you, okay, so you're borrowing this $2,000 that they're locking up under a secured account, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to charge you 3% of this $2,000 to loan it to you, okay? So of this $2,000, what's 3% of 2,000?
50 cents. 3% of 2,000. 150.
Well, 1% is $2.
Okay, then.
So 3% would be 3 times 2, so 60 cents.
Maybe.
So that's going to be 60 cents per day.
Where'd you get the 2,200 from? You got me on everything else. I don't know where you got 2,200 from.
Well, if you do a loan for $2,000, right? And you only pay back $1,900, that leaves $100, right?
Right.
Well, that 100, if you do that times 2, you do it twice, like I said, that gives you 200 equals $200, right?
They're gonna give me back because I'm paying off the 90%.
Yeah, and actually, it's actually gonna be 2,100 because you're doing it again the second time, and you have to take this $100 to make this 1,900 2,000.
Okay,
So it's actually 2,100.
and I take 500 of that 2,100.
Yeah, now you're gonna take 500 out of that, and you're gonna put it in this account here, which is gonna pay you. And I'm not 100% sure on what the interest paid on this, but I think it's up to 10%.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you're gonna get 10%. It just means it's up to 10%.
Okay.